That's Money Brown, man. Ernest Jr. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, so I call him Money Brown.
Hey, yeah, Money Brown, we on the way up, baby. Yeah, I told you we're coming up, baby. Look at us now.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yo, what's going on out there, Fight World? It's your boy Money back with another one, man. And we talking about the rising superstar that's up and coming. Shakur Stevenson taking on the WBO featherweight champion, Oscar Valdez. One hell of a fight. You know, one hell of a fight. We all know Shakur just came off an impressive, A+, a superb performance against, Christopher Diaz, the Puerto Rican, who's a hell of a fighter. It was Shakur's step-up fight on T-Bud in the American pay-per-view undercard. And, man, he outclassed that man in every way. Shakur showed skills. He showed poise. He showed defense. I mean, everything you need to see out of a fighter to say that he's ready for the big stage, Shakur showed it, man. He showed it. A lot of people go say, oh, well, he need to show us more. He ain't had the power. Listen, power is not everything. Yes, it is something big in the boxing game, but it's not everything. You need more than power just to win. And everything Shakur Stevenson showed in that ring, my guy, it showed that he's ready, man. He's ready, and he's coming for them titles. He's coming for them titles, and all we can do is salute it, give him his praises that he deserves, and respect that, And this killer right here, Oscar Valdez, a Mexican Olympian, one hell of a fighter. Got the WBO scrap, a killer, skillful, and very, very, very a worthy opponent for Shakur. This would be one hell of a fight, man. One hell of a fight. And I give Oscar all the credit he deserves. All the credit he deserves. We know he's a warrior. He liked to fight in that ring. He switched up trainers. Now you see he working with the Reynosos. So he's getting better and better in his own. But this is the fight that need to be made, yo. This is the fight that need to be made if Bob Arum saying that he's going to, put on the big shows and that he's going to give us the fights that we want and that he's going to put Shakur Stevenson in a position to be world champion. And I'm not saying Oscar Valdez shouldn't be put in position to keep his world title, but the thing is, once you got great fighters in your promotion company and at the same division, and you have to make the fights, you got to make them. Point blank period, you got to make them, And Shakur proved that he's ready for that title. And we all can say Josh Warrington this, Josh Warrington that, but Josh Warrington is across the river. He's all the way in the UK. Right now, at top rank, you got Shakur Stevenson right there. You had Jesse Magladino, and you had Oscar Valdez as champions. And I ain't going to forget about Michael Collins. But these guys are the champions. And Shakur said he was coming for him. He been saying he was coming for him. And he proved that he's ready. No, he proves that he's more than ready. I've been telling everybody this kid was on his way. I've been telling everybody that he's the truth, that he's the real deal. A lot of people want to talk about his legal problems and things that happen. Man, leave that where it's at. That goes to the courtroom. We're not judges. We're not lawyers. We talking about this boxing ring. And what Shakur Stevenson showed is that he's ready for this man right here. We know Oscar Valdez got a fight coming up, and I'm going to respect that. He got to win that fight to even think about fighting anybody else. But at the end of the day, Bob Arum has these champions in his stable. He has contenders in his stable, and Shakur needs that opportunity. He needs that opportunity. Like I say, Jesse Magdaleno lost the damn title to Dogbait, and Dogbait went and lost the title. So right now, this is the fight that he need to be looking at and look like he need to be making for Shakur Stevenson. Flat out. Point blank period. Oscar, like I say, I respect him. One hell of a fighter. One of my favorite fights, to be exact. I love the way he fight. We seen the fight with Scott Queed. A warrior, man. A warrior. But when you're in a stable, people, they tend to become friends. Especially in the same division. They tend to become friends, but there's no friends in this boxing game. It's no friends in this boxing game, yo. This is a dog-eat-dog sport. So if you got somebody right there sitting with something you want, and Oscar Valdez got something that Shakur Stevenson want, it got to happen. It got to happen. You dig? I'm not saying it got to happen right away, But this fight should be made, man. This the fight Bob Arum should be building towards. This the fight Shakur Stevenson should be looking for. This the fight Oscar Valdez should be looking for. Now, credit, Oscar can go and say, I want to unify. I have no problems with that. No problems at all, yo. Because as somebody with a title, you want to unify titles. You know? And we got some good champions at welterweight. Gary Russell, Leo Santa Cruz, you know, Oscar Valdez, Josh Warrington. But if you can't get them unifications, you got to go for the next best thing. And right now, Shakur Stevenson is the real deal. I'm not saying for us on the level where it might gross money, it might be high risk, low reward. So we got to look at that part, at the business aspect. You know, what do Oscar Valdez get? What do Shakur Stevenson get? But at the end of the day, Bob Arum got to put Shakur in a position to where he can fight for that title. And we all know Top Rank and WBO go together like peanut butter and jelly. You dig? Whatever relationship Bob Arum got with the WBO is tight like glue. You know, because when you look at Top Rank, all his champions got the WBO titles. And that's a fact. So he has to put Shakur in a position to fight for that title. You know what I mean? And Shakur got to tell him and push for that. I'm not saying he can make him do it like Terrence Crawford said. I couldn't make the man put me in the ring with Manny Pacquiao, but you got to voice your opinion on what you want. You got to voice your opinion on what you want. And this is one hell of a fight, yo. This is one hell of a fight. This is not a Shakur victory for Shakur Stevenson. I'm not just saying Shakur going to go in there and just beat Oscar Valdez's ass, because Oscar can fight his ass off. And he's a warrior. He showed that in the Scott Quigg fight. I like when fighters face adversity. I like that, bro, because it shows the heart. It shows that they can dig down and go deep. You know what I mean? It proves it to themselves, to be exact with you. You know, it proves it to themselves. And that there can give you all the motivation in the world, man, to know that when the shit get tough, you can go through it and you can handle it. You see what I'm saying? You can go through it and you can handle it. But I sure damn favor Shakur Stevenson with that performance he put on, you know, on that undercard fight. You know, that was one fucking impressive victory. That was an impressive victory, yo. You know? And I know Oscar can bring the pressure. I know Oscar got cracked. But so does Chris Diaz. And Shakur made that shit look easy. He made it look easy. But I know Oscar is a different type of animal. So I'm not going to disrespect that champion. I'm not going to disrespect Josh Warrington because he's a hell of a fighter. You know? But I just know what's inside Shakur, man. I know what this kid possessed. I've been watching this kid since the amateurs, man. You know, I watched him in the Olympics win silver. And when he fought for gold, he could have been a gold medalist if it was professional style. But in my opinion, I felt like he lost his will because when you talking about the Olympic style, he let the last round go. Because he was like, if you look at it in a professional way, he won because he landed the cleaner shots. But the Olympic style for us activity, you know, I'm thinking it was the Cuban kid. Yeah, he outthrew him. Point blank period, he outthrew him. And Shakur lost fucking gold and he won silver. But this is the professionals. And what I've been saying for him training with T-Bud Crawford, just overall, man. Overall. Footwork. Jabbing. High IQ. Defense. Fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Staying sharp. Always keeping your hands up. In the pocket and not getting hit. Body shots. The dude is the full package. He is the real deal. When you're talking about overall and complete. Now, you might point out some other fighters and say they do this better than Shakur, they do that better than Shakur. But we talking about overall complete as a fighter. There's no young fighter out there that's overall and complete like Shakur Stevenson. And I like a lot of these young cats coming up. Y'all know Gervonta Davis is my guy. I like Devin Haney. I like Michael Collins. You know what I mean? I like Oscar Valdez. I like Teofimo Lopez. I like Ryan Garcia. You know? I like Lil B-Hop. You see what I'm saying? Richard Hitchens. You know? But they not touching Shakur Stevenson, yo. Darren Cunningham. Let me not leave out my brother from St. Louis. They not touching Shakur Stevenson. When you talking about overall complete. Some might got the big jump right now. Some might be ahead. Some might got the money in the promotional. Some might be getting the recognition. But when it's all said and done, and when the dust clears, if you ask me who gonna have a better career, who gonna have the more accolades, who going down as a Hall of Famer, and it's gonna be multiple Hall of Famers in that bunch. Shakur Stevenson gonna lead the pack. He is gonna be the leader of the new school. That's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. I put my last bottom dollar on it. Shakur Stevenson will be the leader of the new school. All he has to do is stay focused, keep his head down, keep his damn nose clean, and everything that he ever dreamed of will come to him. Because he's he's special, man. He do things that you can't teach in the ring. You know what I mean? He do things that you can't teach in the ring. The kid can stand in the pocket and not get touched. And that's a fact. You don't have too many fighters that can do that, bro. That's Floyd Mayweather-ish. You know? Standing in the pocket and not getting touched. Cats got to use their feet, move here, move there. Like, he can really stand in the pocket and not get touched. That's what you call special. And Oscar Valdez is one hell of a fighter. Like I said, I take nothing away from the champion. When he fight, I'm glued to the television. When he fight, I'm going to promote his fight. When he fight, I get excited. But when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, I just see Shakur Stevenson being a better man. You know, I just see him being a better man. And this is what I know. I mean, might be something out there to disagree. It might be something out there that's saying, oh, Shakur haven't did this yet. He haven't did that yet. But trust me, when the opportunity presents himself, the kid will shine like the star he is. That pay-per-view card, that wasn't no small stage. That was a big fucking stage, man. That was a big stage, you know? And he walked out the way he walked in. Face clean and clear. Go look at Ito and Chris Davis and look at what happened in that fight. Look at their faces. Then you look at Shakur's face and then you compare. It's no comparison. It's no comparison. It's light years apart. That kid didn't get touched. He didn't get touched. And he could have won another 12 rounds, man. Condition on point. On points to go 12 rounds and don't even breathe hard. Like you can't teach that, man. You can't teach it. But like I said, Bob Arum need to be looking into this fight, man. Shakur Stevenson is the real deal. Oscar Valdez is the real deal. No, it's not too early. You know what I mean? I feel like they can get it in now and they can get it in the future. Right now, putting them up against each other at they, you know, getting ready. I ain't gonna say getting ready, but right now as they beginning they peaks, I feel like it's great for their careers. You know, I know a lot of people like to build fighters and say, damn, put them in there. But nah, they can fight when they young and they can fight when they get a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it great. That's what makes it great. That's why you can get trilogies. You can get trilogies in the prime, not trilogies of one fight where they in the prime or then they heading out the prime and then the last one is just a money fight for a grudge match. No, we talking about in the prime when they willing to win, when they got the urge to win, when they feeling good and they skills up to par, when they sharp. They, you know what I mean? Like everything is on point. It gets no better than that, man. It gets no better than that. And we got to stop praising those. We got to stop praising those. The Floyd Mayweather era is over with. I love Mayweather. He's my GOAT. But we got to stop praising those nowadays. You know, we got to get that shit away from boxing because it holds back a lot of fights. Because people think that, oh, it's going to make them a superstar. So that means if they feel like they fight a bunch of this person, that person, this person, C level, B level, C level, B level, then you know what? Once it comes to me getting one A level fight, and if I beat them, I'm a Hall of Famer or I'm this, that, and the third. No, not without accolades. You know, not without accolades. You got great Hall of Fame fighters. They got 4, 5, 6 losses on their resume. But they're great because they dare to be great. You know what I mean? And Shakur Stevenson is going to dare to be great. He's not going to want to be protected. He's going to want the best of the best. And that's why I salute that kid. You dig? But this fight, it need to be made. I'm not saying this year. It can be made next year. But that's the fight Bob Arum need to be looking into because Shakur Stevenson deserved that title shot because that's who he is. That's the talent he possessed. That's the respect he should be getting. you know, and he should be appreciated. Let me say that Bob Arum should be appreciated that he got that kid, cause he got somebody special, yo. He got somebody special, and and we all know in the future we don't know if he's going to stay with Top Rank or not, but trust and believe, Shakur will be a superstar, and he will be a pay-per-view attraction. That's a fact, Jack. Oscar Valdez, one of my favorite fighters. Love when he fight. Like I say, I'm going to represent him and respect him and salute him. But I want to see this fight get made. It's going to be one hell of a fight, and it's going to be one we're going to enjoy, and it's going to be one for the ages, and we possibly can get a rematch. It just depends on how the fight goes. You know what I mean? But this is the fight that we need to be looking into. This is the fight that Shakur should be pushing for. I don't know about Oscar, but like I said, it can be high risk, low reward. So I don't know how he be looking at it, you know. But it is what it is, bro. This the game you signed up for. If Shakur Stevenson come across that table, you need to look into it. You need to make it happen, because it'd be great for your resume. Win, lose, or draw, it'd be great for your resume. You know what I mean? And it showed that you was a real warrior, like I know you are, like I believe you to be. You dig? But this the fight I want to see. This is going to be Shakur's first title shot, and in my opinion, he's going to score A+. He's going to score A+. But till then, this your boy Monty. This is NSBC, moving on nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate, it's all in the description. And I'll be back with another one, y'all.